my goodness, you guys, this is my favorite time of the year. Happy Kwanzaa. It is literally the only holiday that I celebrate. So Kwanzaa runs from December 26th to January 1st. It's a 7-day celebration, and each day has a coinciding theme. So the origins of Kwanzaa is rooted in the agriculture celebrations called the first fruits. The first fruit celebration is recorded as far back as Egypt, Nubia, and ancient times, including the Native Americans, and it's celebrated across different groups, regions, and it's different spiritual beliefs and practices. So I want to just start off by wishing everyone a happy Kwanzaa celebration this year. I hope you're safe. I hope you're grounded and you're surrounded by people who remind you who you are. So this year, the theme of Kwanzaa is practicing the 7 principles in dimly lit times by lifting up the light and hurrying the dawn. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. And if that doesn't describe the world we're in right now, I don't know what does. Because dimly lit times doesn't mean hard seasons. It means confusing seasons. When truths get blurry, when people are tired, when families are just stretched very thin, and when the news feels very heavy, when hopes are delayed, or if hopes are feeling delayed. But Kwanzaa reminds us we don't have to wait for the light. We become the light. We are the light. So when we lift it up for each other, we guard it. We protect it, we share it, and we hurry down the dawn by the way we live. So tonight, I want to walk through the 7 principles of Nguzo Saba and connect each one to what it looks like to practice them right now. I'm so excited. If you don't have the materials for Kwanzaa, it's okay. You can makeshift, and over time you can collect it. So the first principle in Nguzo Saba is Umoja. So when people say the first day of Kwanzaa, you'll hear habari gani, and that is what's the word or what's the news. And you say Umoja, which means unity. So unity means we stop letting petty things tear us down. What took generations to build. So in these dimly lit times, unity looks like this: checking on each other, repairing relationships, and choosing community over ego. So ask yourself, where can I build a bridge instead of a wall? So that means if we're learning together and growing together, we're not all cut from the same cloth. So it's easier to try to understand where a person is coming from instead of being negative and knocking them down. We are going to practice unity. You know, we might not be at the same place at the same time, but if we're headed in the right direction, we can agree to disagree, and then we'll all get there at the same time. So whatever route we take, it may be different, and that's okay too. We have to respect that. So the second principle is Kujichagulia, which is self-determination. So in self-determination, it means we define ourselves, not the media, not history books, not that are from those who erased us, not systems that profit from our confusion. No, it is self-determination. So in dim times like this is the principle that says, I will speak truth. I will still name myself. I will still stand, because when you choose your identity, you protect your destiny. And the beautiful thing about identity, we are such a beautiful and extensive people, a broad nation. So we represent many, many things. And over time and in your life, those things might expand and they may revolve. And that's okay too. So you're choosing yourself. It is self-determination, not what's in history books, not based on emotions, what you think, not based on colonization and our erased history. It is how we are establishing ourselves and making the best decisions for ourselves. Okay, so the second day is Kujichagulia. Somebody's going to say to you, I hope somebody will say to you, Habari Gani. And then you say Kujichagulia. All right, the third day is Ujima. Ujima means collective work and responsibility. It is defined by you're saying this is not just your problem. This is not just my problem. It is our problem. So Ujima, collective work and responsibility. What does that look like in these times today? In dim times, Ujima looks like mutual aid, a mentorship, us sharing our resources, no wrong, no right, not judging, just sharing, not leaving people behind. That's what that means. If you have extra time, extra knowledge, extra money, encouragement, this is your moment to circulate it. Ujima. So you're going to say on the third day, Habari Gani, and somebody is going to respond to you, Ujima. All right. And so the fourth day is Ujamaa, which is cooperative economics. Ujamaa means we build and buy with purpose. Okay. In dimly lit times, cooperative economics is how we keep the lights on, right? Literally and spiritually. So support Black businesses, circulate your dollar inside our businesses, create partnerships, teach financial literacy, because we can't hurry the dawn while we're funding our own oppression. So we need to make sure that we are circulating those dollars. The fourth day, say it with me. If you know what it is, drop it in the comments. Ujamaa. It means cooperative economics. So when somebody tells you on the fourth day of Kwanzaa, Ujamaa or Habari Gani, you say Ujamaa, cooperative works and economics. And not only are you saying it, I hope you are in your communities, your family members are visiting these various Kwanzaa events. They're so amazing. They're so beautiful. And I absolutely miss organizing them in different parts of America as well as Africa. I miss that. Okay, the fifth principle in Kwanzaa is Nia, which means purpose. Nia asks, why are you here? What are you building that outlives you? And I talked about that in the last video about legacy building. So it's not just an immediate fixation. What would it be for generations to come? That is Nia. What is your purpose? So in dim times, purpose is what keeps you from quitting. It's what keeps you from not shrinking yourself. Your purpose doesn't have to be loud, okay, and in your face, but it has to be real and genuine. And you have to be dedicated and committed to finding out, developing strategy and your plan, or either researching and be in a discovery period. Regardless of where you are, I stay in a discovery period of learning, Nobody can know everything, and I don't know everything. So that's why I read, that's why I learn. And as I'm doing this YouTube channel, I am learning so much. I'm immersed in history and culture and new ideas. It's exciting. So, and if you don't know it yet, make this Kwanzaa about listening for your purpose. Somebody says to you on the fifth day, drop it in the comments. What you gonna say? If they say Habari Gani, you're going to say what? Purpose or Nia. And then the sixth day is Kuumba, which means creativity. Creativity is not optional at all, not at all, my people. It is survival. In dimly lit times, creativity is how we turn pain into art. We don't have time for PTSD, for depression, for stress, for naysaying, for pressing people buttons, for being negative. We don't have that time. So it's how we turn our pain into art, our struggle into strategy. Okay, it's difficult. It's a challenging time now, and many of us are struggling, whether it's mentally, emotionally, financially. There's certain limitations, and in limitations, there's an opportunity into that is in invention. So when we have these struggles and these limitations, this is a time for creativity to take place and you become the inventor. Okay, so we create solutions in times of hardship and stress. We create beauty. We create joy. We create systems. Even a simple idea can be a light or a laddering to somebody else. So don't dim your light. Make your light shine bright. So on the sixth day, if somebody says to you, Habari Gani, you say Kuumba, and that is creativity. Okay, so now we're going into principle number 7, which is Imani. Imani means faith. So faith is in itself, it's in ourselves, it's in our people, it's in the righteousness of our struggle, it's in the learning that we're doing today about who we are as a people, and I'm learning that we are many. You cannot put black and brown and copper people into one box. We are so many. We're generations, we're nations, we're the first, we're the last, we're all those things. So you can't put us in a box and say, okay, you're this, you're that. The beauty about it is that we can be whom we choose to be in righteousness, okay? And in the future, we're still building our faith layer by layer by layer. That's okay. So in dimly lit times, faith is not a denial. Faith is discipline. Faith is saying, I see the darkness and I still believe the dawn is coming. So on day 7, when somebody says, Habari Gani, you're going to respond faith. All right. And this is a time where we have a huge celebration at the end of Kwanzaa. Normally, there's a huge party, a huge community event. It includes like merchandise being sold, family gatherings, dance, movies, arts, entertainment. It is amazing. So family, that's the charge this year, is for each of us to lift up the light in your home, in your choice of place of being, in your community. And the desire is for you to hurry the dawn. So if this message has blessed you, share it with somebody who needs a little light today. Happy Kwanzaa, and may your days be filled with unity, purpose, and strength. Ashe. So I'm going to show you the principles in a slide, and then along with the images. Happy Kwanzaa. Have a great day, everybody. A great celebration. Ashe.